everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy, per viewer request, I am doing a stuffed chicken breast. Wait a minute. Turkey breast. I said chicken. This is a stuffed turkey breast. Like I said, this is per viewer request, and the possibilities of stuffing this beautiful piece of breast is endless. But today I'm going to show you exactly how I like to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this is just a 3-pound turkey breast. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. Doesn't take very long to thaw in the refrigerator. It took maybe 2 days to thaw in there. And what you're also going to need is some cooking twine. Make sure you have some cooking twine because you're going to have to wrap this baby up. So let's go ahead and prepare the turkey breast first. These are absolutely magnificent. They really don't take a whole long time to cook, and you can, like I said, you could stuff them with just about anything. Now this came wrapped with string around it, and what I've done, this is just one little breast here. It was already opened up like that. You see, that's one turkey breast, and what we're going to do is we're going to leave that skin on it because we are going to want it to get nice and crispy and beautiful. So what I want you to do is take a nice knife, and then you're just going to cut it right, I started to say right down the middle. You're not going to cut it down the middle. You're just going to kind of butterfly it. Do the best that you can. You want to make sure that the sides are, as even as you can get them. And I kind of just flip it over and then just continue to butterfly it. You just don't want to go all the way through that. Look at that. That is beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of meat there. All right. Now, we're going to set this to the side, and we're going to go ahead and get started on our stuffing mix. In here, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter, maybe more. We'll see. I want to make sure that my veggies are nice and, coated with that delicious butter. I love to put butter in mine. So once we get that melted, we are going to add into the pan there, I've got some celery, onion, 1 large clove of garlic, and some mushrooms. Go ahead and throw all your veggies into your pan. Every last single one of them. In case you don't remember me telling you, make sure when you chop your celery that you leave those leaves on there. You chop them right up with your celery because they add an abundance of flavor. Alright, now that I've spent an hour looking for my celery salt in there, what I want you to add to this is, I always add celery salt to my dressing. A little bit of celery salt. Some black pepper. We're not going to add any additional salt to that. And we're just going to stir these and continue to saute them up until they are nice and soft and delicious. Alright, those are beautiful, and that is absolutely perfect right there. I'm going to turn my stove off. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to about 375 degrees. Now we're going to take our veggies and go over and put the stuffing together. Alright, I've got about 3 cups of the breadcrumbs, the seasoned breadcrumbs in a bowl here, and what you're going to do is you're going to add your mixture right to it. I'm trying to make sure that I don't get any of that, I don't want a whole lot of that liquid in here. I'm alright if some of it goes in here, but not all of it, because I'm going to moisten my dressing here with some chicken stock. That is perfect. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. I could just take a fork and just dig into this. Every bit of it. Okay, that's good enough. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your fresh herbs here, and I'm just gonna pull them right off the stem. Now the rosemary, it is so good. It is so good on the turkey, and so is the thyme. I use this on my whole turkey breast as well, or not my whole turkey breast, my whole turkeys as well. You don't need a lot because it is very, it is so flavorful. Fresh herbs are so flavorful. Now I'm just going to chop that up. Get that stem out of there. Into our mixture they go. And you know what? With fresh herbs, a little bit goes a long way. To this mixture, I'm also going to add some minced onion because it's going to have a whole bunch of flavor as well. And then some sage, some ground sage. Not a whole lot. Maybe about a teaspoon. And then before I get this too mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and throw in some chicken stock. Now this is just about a cup and a half of water, and I added 2 bouillon cubes to that. We're just going to moisten this just a little bit. You don't want it like super wet because your turkey breast is going to render, you know, quite a bit of juice. And we're just going to mix that around. Now we're going to take our turkey breast. This is going to be the fun part, guys, because, well, just you wait and see. You'll see why. I'm going to pepper it on the inside. And then I'm going to go right over top of it with just a little bit of salt. A little bit over the shoulder for some good luck. Lord knows we need it. Now we're just going to take our stuffing mix and we're just going to lay it right on there. Now you know what? I'm sure we've made like way too much of this, but you know what? It's a lot better that you have an over amount than an under amount. Am I right? That is perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. I like to put a lot in mine. Now, for the difficult task, you're going to take your other piece where it's butterflied and you're going to go right over top of that. Look at that poor turkey. It looks mangled, doesn't it? I'm just going to pull it over. Pull it over. Now for the fun part. I hope you could see that. Now for the fun part. We have to tie a string around this. This is going to be fun because I can't even tie my shoes half the time. Alright, I've got my turkey breast flipped over where the skin side is going to be up so it can get nice and brown. Now, don't be afraid of all this dressing that's coming. You know, if it comes out, it's perfectly fine. You don't want that just roguely, you know, falling out into your pan anyway. So you're going to take, you need some butcher's twine. Make sure you got some butcher's twine. And then you're going to take it right under the meat. Let me move some of that dressing. I stuffed my bird full. And then you're going to take it and attempt to tie it. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I am not, this is one thing that I am not good at, and that's tying. Like I said, I'm not even any good at tying my own shoes. And then once you get it tied there, you're just going to continue to go around. I'm going to go back up there a little bit because we want to make sure that it stays together. Up and over. Now some people just continue to tie theirs, but like I said, I am not a perfectionist at tying those. You want to make sure that you get the ends all nice and tied up because you don't want your stuffing coming out. It's alright if some comes out, but you don't want all of it to come out, you know what I mean? Once you do it on that last loop, then you're going to take it up the side here, up this side, and then we're just going to tie it again underneath your first part of your string here. And I do a couple just to make sure it's nice and tight. As long as it stays together, you're good. Perfect. Ta-da! I bet you didn't think we were gonna get this far, did you? And then your remaining chicken stock, it's gonna go right in the pan. I'm gonna top mine with an additional little bit of pepper. I'm not gonna add any more salt. I think we got plenty of salt, don't you? Now, finally, in the oven it goes. What have I got my oven on? We're going to start it out at 400, and then we're going to take it down after about 20 minutes down to 350. So I'm going to put this in here for 400 for about 20 minutes. Then I'm going to take it down to 350, and then we're going to continue to cook it until it's nice and done. My beautiful stuffed turkey breast is done. I want you to look how beautiful. But it was in the oven for about an hour and 20 minutes, and it is smelling wonderful up here. I put it on this plate and covered it with foil to rest. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and place it on my little baking pan with foil, and I'm going to slice it and put it on my plate. My dogs are having a heyday over there. They see a big groundhog out in the back yard, and they're like going crazy over it. So if you hear them barking, you'll know why. Told you. So we're just going to slice right into this. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now this is going to be perfect if I would even see the inside of that. Look at the inside of that. That is gorgeous. It is completely done. So I am going to continue to cut this, and I would recommend cutting, you know, a nice thick piece, you know, for your guests. And this is perfect if, you know, you're not having a lot of company, which, you know, we're not supposed to right now anyway, but if you're only having about 5 or 6 people over, this is perfect for that. Look at that. I gotta show that to you. I mean, look at that. Yum. Look how beautiful that is. And it's, look at all the beautiful juices in there. It's still so nice and juicy. Okay, I don't wish to, you know, torture myself any longer, so I'm gonna have a bite. Look at that, and how nice and juicy. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. It's so good. And it's tender. Nothing that you would think, a way that you would think that the breast would come out is so magnificent. Let me tell you what I've done first. Oh my gosh, Olivia's gonna have a treat when she gets home. Let me tell you. When I put it in the oven, it started browning like rather quickly. So I put foil over it and baked it for like the first 40 minutes, 45 minutes of it. Because I didn't want it to get too, like, you know, too brown. Oh my gosh. You've got to try this. I'm just gonna, you know what? We're just gonna end this here. We're just gonna end it here. I am gonna finish my piece that I started. I'm gonna make some gravy to go with it because it had a nice bit of juice to go with it. I'm gonna make some gravy to go with it. And I'm probably gonna make some mashed potatoes and we're gonna have this for dinner. So, I got some leftover green bean casserole where I filmed that video. So it's like having Thanksgiving a week early. You know I love you guys so very much. You know I do. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Happy holidays.